said, I'm a yoko.
Yeah, my mention what here for.
Right.
Na menka se we share the course of Volta region for quite some time now. Discussion, you know, a center around spillage, you know, near my idiot aba. But I think idea I am more discussion. Idea I am more the course on yet. Akasa idiot. Kwayam panifo binum nam so a omo kasa about the esino. Yeah, there in same crime. And I think say no and I trigger this kind of way where to say mommy can say before say omo best feeling so no more catch any pan say omuntu free chrome ho.
Very well.
Madika catch us asem ne nyanyansasem. Say you expect obia all kura panyinidie like a minister at this point nipa no ani tutu agu omo nsema sabi omo hu ba bi omo fa no. This is no time for you to be referring to them say answer na we no be ba no ka kire omo so omo ntu. The sensible question any ordinary person might want to ask me say osamre no omo ntu akwahefa, because ade we are making say your mind anye knee jerk reaction and a reactionary people na indeed ye nipa ya dwen ye wo insight into event na tensa enam says ade we ye see enye natural disaster ntino and take us by surprise.
All right.
A deliberate conscious decision by management and your friend say board members of omo manage VR ni omo engineers ni atana si hu say water no I go to a certain level there is the need for them to spill. And Amaka said there is a difference between obia we Juma to a certain level our experience and as for no. So if you want to take such a decision, the best thing you can do is say you do risk assessment.
Right.
Now we analyze it aya one kasa or assessment and who say and so to what extent, because and so you know the amount of water you have, the amount of water you are letting go, and sa water na say we jana ekwa wo your friends channels are enemu draining back to baby. Na say entesa, what are the plans? These are some of the things that you do. And again, knowing very well said the life of the people at that particular place will be on the line, no, you plan for contingencies. Say the building can this emergency building sometimes and your building like provided some shelter for people and you move the people. Even an event cry you never anticipated say what I know about me cause such an extensive damage, you know. Ya wadibi last now ba no make say unintended consequences. I bet me are coming out and there must be a contingency plan for those things are over resolve. All these things were never done. People now will say free or no accommodation or whatsoever was provided for them. So at the end of the day, what we do this particular point, not such an extensive damage about nipa will be a winning nyansa at this point in time. You don't go back and refer to the people who say ya catch your muso muntu. I am quite awesome. And I wonder Debia Mekase until say you be put premium on who na why ya did 2 million and sano na enquire say obrema ya damfo nie na we no na ye be hu nipa mo dwen na ya appointment based on merit no alaska sansam hunu we na kasa janjan we over TV. And mami can say munu we, you know, VR mpanimfo so na radio so the same argument no mo na mo ye. VR mpanimfo no, and I will suggest to VR say it is better say on the high intelligence mind. People are very intelligent to speak for them.
Is that the word?
Oh yes, because people who are talking on radio no and kwara sem no mo nam no mo keka. Because you go do a level. Your friends say PR then as for it's a serious business and asem no ba. There are people who are very well enough to say asam no cry and you no betimi aka ama nipa akoma to ne yam. That is why our politics and now at certain level near uncrophobia from us spend doctors. Among for that high omo. I then banner a negative no. They will open a new line of argument and as for ameki no am and look better. They will spend the argument why I don't know what Jenny will make argument in a crowd when you bounce on a prato so now mum na woody for pacho. Yes. Yes, and Tibabi Baby drew a name situation, you know, whichever way you want to look at it. VRA is at fault because you can't do any comparative analysis between the lives of the people and the damn neighbor faso. Even the life of one person won't mean choose damn over the life of an individual. And what kind of preliminary assessment was done? These are basic questions. You see, nobody is asking all these things. Your focus, has been on humanitarian way. Yeah, that is very key. But the thing is, people who deliberately did this particular thing, you miss almost a report on family assessment on yes, and me, I don't want to do politics with it because president in the first person was say call politics among to about my many because I can say politics, and that is why we delve into this conspiracy theory that are merging up people who can say deliberately as a form because the president started the politics. So if people are delving into those arena, no, I'm also trying to bring out those conspiracy theories and as a form now. You can't be great people because you started the politics. But let's get the reality. They say individuals are more yes and my way. Yeah, your maya, you make people account for their friend says seed worship.
That's right.
Ne omonia moya and can ne Sambrinka you among 40 at the chopping board so I can have them because we any accident. A deliberate conscious decision. Answer na mobile even if there was absolutely nothing at all via Ray could have done that. I know the day no. Senka Nipano some intervention be you put it in place. By engaging that boy in insurance, say you better provide it with Alaska no me share Abrantibia or yet Poultry Farm or Volta region. Poultry Farm the best over best 6,000 and as for and so no kumwani nyina.
Oh,
Poultry Farm and so no kunina. Just imagine a man for livelihood a dining as for and so way a chill for like be 1 week in here. Now
2 weeks.
A dine like a hotel dine way a shame swim for 2 weeks a bad dine beam. No. So you see the destruction across to the people is very extensive. We need to attach this thing with some level of seriousness. This is no time for you to be making those infantile statements. You catch your muso mumfiro no mumfiro. Now the winning answer. Mumfiro kwa catch your muso. You provide shelter for them. Knowing very well, say yeah assessment who say you provide a shelter for them at this particular place. Na nipa no so ya di ntino omo then you have a point. Na me te Volta region me fie. Na ka say me free me fie me ko ngura mara me kotan bia so.
E be bia nso ntiko.
Enti you see this nipa sabi omo nwene na yesesa aban tumi die de ahye omo nsa. So omo kasa I say nkwara na ekasa. But what radio so na what asem we abadwen sebi akora bi na ti ba bi na wadi dia me na okeka nkwasa asem sebi. But we come na minister nipa editumi ahye ne so omu oman. They are the very people who are making this comment. Do you know among for nema akosa ade we Alaska? Imagine among for dem nema omo ya farmer na say for everything is gone. Oh, we to crime by your passport and I would them so far. You can't even go back by you can go back and then do whatever that you want to get away. Sabe out the by a tetena or passport you won't even to kind and can swap for a passport. I'll corona, yes, I am for United in Sweeney, Alaska. And now some ketwana yeka. So you see, so kasa after subsequently now, you must look a bit apologetic. I will speak it to the minds of the people. Say we are betting me calm you down. Alaska, the intervention I call so health emergency. I think about nanki declare at that particular place. Because and so na namno. Apart from say I carry feces ne fini na se for no I say efunu nyina de da nsuo ni na se for no e konipa mu. Land na nkasa ya sha say but say yare bi crash ase atiesi ho.
Oh.
Enkra wom the kind of psychological trauma omu go through. And then among for economically, obi and sika wa demu. We say the party mean $1 million to them. People could equally keep money in their home. Yes, and it's a wow Volta regions area now sika wa demu be that money is gone. Unya sika wo. Wow, or Japadia documents among for certificate in everything is gone. This is the kind of damage to the people. You didn't give them prior notice. Now more prior notice ukrana. Intervention be any how the ma sabia ube move omo to safe place. Alaska. So this and some I can wasem. So we a deputy minister and so we a minister. At this point in time, no, you speak in the manner sabi over comfort for this is no time to be asking why na di for and why na di bem because your friends say I want for hwaka. and whatever relief, whatever intervention be a government was or you give it to them. But even at this point, me too many any substantive or deliberate government policy be your design say you go to the aid of the people. All I hear are private institutions and as a forum and more ye Sanyama way. Now no me say as if VRA am more 20 million Ghana cedis. And now you see are spending 9 million. Yes.
I'm spending 9 million.
Yeah, you're spending 9 million. Nipa just gunsuom.
And the 9 million nobody had it.
I don't know. So you see, Ghana and the politics na you know. When people are in misery, that is the point I'm for capitalizing on those things to make cash. Anti-crisis here about for Japan normal livelihood in say ebe kono na ebi ma fa ho ayeye because not mono na services or provide a more gare and the anwa
any mattress
that is all but ombe we no de omo wi adoso chen de omo de manipa no ebi mo koton bi because that is all because not mono is full of party crooks. That is for over years, you know. Party bia when the power no assign in crew for the match as not bonum. So the expertise and the kind of intelligence, foresight, in terms of say you managing disaster and as for no, you don't see those things. Now no matter something very interesting. Alaska, you say military na do mo call hono. You call you back because hotel no more than a buying say ontimi ntia ka bi.
I should not move for someone to me.
Na Alaska ya boda man as say soldier ni crisis scene no da hotel. Minti bi da. Soldier ni on duty at that hotel. No, let us be real. No, soldier ni on duty at that hotel. Like for what? Because people who have been in the military for quite a long time now, they have a way of providing themselves accommodation in as a form. Not only in Ghana, in the US and other places. Bush no hotel. Because that is their way of life. They are used to it. You don't go to Volta region and say, soldier for that hotel. For what reason? For what reason? And this thing became excuse. I see the air live ye form of free ho. Ebe debate and Sunday or mobile. So Alaska, we are reactionary people. And a whole substance when they play out to you. Disaster back one AC baby a dying. Your friend say corona, you say dynamite kobu ho no from say. Go back and check. Nipa no mo play and be seen ne. Abrante bi na no meti omon kan already so they are begging people to come to their aid for surgery. Victims know some are on radio begging for money to go and do surgery. When you see a jeje sika na say for na you could see a dying, go there and check whether say there apata ba kokora asi ho a. Obakase be a land no in conducive for whatever about resettlement plan no. Maybe we could have chosen another place. Sa dan no akwakosi sen sa nkrofo no omod faith et say ne what is obi kweka ho asem da but ya jeje sika buruburu ya ekọ even the company responsible until date nka abeti se nka asem no yeda kokọto a ya di ama settlement bi o bia na ya wie company no till date what is obi report to be say company no mo yes ade no obi hold obi accountable and responsible. That's the country we live in. So Alaska, the SC of Volta region, don't expect anything. The usual politics now kufa do ko gina oye na monto aba mame and na ya abato anka memma ha no enkwara asem we ye de kwan fa because at the point nipa ania tutu agu nsam people have become hopeless. Desperation be me right in their faces. You look them in the eyes as a president, you speak to assure them, you speak to calm them, you tell them that you are the commander in chief, you make sure say whatever services needed sabi obetimi and remedy situation ni bia no we are behind them. And again, President Yabo Amane, yes, some Nisi no ha no ko US. And you hear said and some Nisi ban and sana all fly back. Alaska, a president who is going to a disaster zone is wearing suit and shoe. You see, we don't pay attention to some of these things.
That's right.
President a disaster and suwa fan krofo no alcohol no or say shoe and a coat. And all the call. One Abrante na your friend Zelensky no. Your friend is a Ukraine president no.
That's right.
Or a comedian no, he's a joker. And nobody president. Comedian no. War no see no. On share every day be a military top and a channel. All conferences, whatever be obekobia. Do you know what that means? A symbolic way of gesture paying to his people.
That's right. And the happen.
Exactly. There was a point in time America offered to left him from the place because Omufri said Kiev and just say for him. Or say, I can't leave, I can't go and leave my people. I'm a coward. Because I'm talking about Okrum, what kind of player do you can't leave the people to their fate.
People that made you a president.
Exactly. So if it is death, we sit there and we die together. That is what leadership is about.
A comedian ruling that country.
Yes.
With this mindset.
Yes. This is a comedian.
And this is a human rights lawyer.
Alaska. You see, every Rebecca say na quote what the call hospital. Alaska me say you certain some of these things are very symbolic. People know identify themselves with you. You say vice president they call no or say frugune yes or to play.
About to look at all kind of so next I was some modality so no kopu.
Alaska. You are somebody po.
Vice president engineer.
Enti o mine no ho. Na me catch us say a big lesson for Obia because yet have BOT W be hu not radio so betia me radio so ya kasa obetinja so politics am family na me catch obi say just imagine so what Volta region what's the politics dey o sabi o mbaya family Alaska obi na akoto aba I appointed president the executive decisions will take a whole consequence na wuti ufie ro nto aba o why for na we japade no sika o passport na se fo nyina tetensu ani wan kasa uni podua na tensu ani ahemfo nyina tetensu ani Alaska. That is the consequences and the youth going forward makase we need to get involved actively in the political your friends said discourse because we cannot continue to entrust the future of this particular country into the hands of few misguided twisted minds be asabi or muji wo or babedi diako thinking say they will safeguard our future. These people do not care about anybody, so we need to rise up to the occasion and make sure that we secure the very foundation of this particular country. Yanya sa o man bebo ko nkrofo ye di onu ye di ani ato mo sei akofo ado ko tachi man ko he nipa enum ka kire mo say me mamu region man to aba ma me
at the time ya kunipa he was expected to visit the family, look them in the eyes and console them. He never. And I don't know how the Volta region last me catch us a innate characteristic come naturally. You can't run away. That is who he is. And it's time from poor upbringing or and to some of these things he doesn't care. Now yanti kromana abrante be call for light pole ewo way. Kaswa President Mahama no nye president den no kra no eko social media eko Twitter ema omo kan ho asem president till date. And there are several instances a man for ho to ya fanzan kintampo kwan no so basi ko hwie nipa guye ma nipa bebre wuye Akufo-Addo never commented on any distance, but we are president, we are symbol. You carry the soul of the state. I'm not for look up to you. Never will be a symbolic way relevance, and you need to assert and always prove to people say you are a leader. But conversation or no, okoya okokan no. And one other people so I can be say no. At this time no, people no na ye blame mo. I'm for one lose obi biado. Catch us amasoya de ya kase muntu na muntu. Sabi asa mo ntakra ana mo ya bai fo mo entu nko honhom na nsam no ya maba nipa nwene e okroma. Right, that was Ivan.
Good one. When you say the difference between a comedian and a joker,
there is the difference between
a comedian and a joker.
So which one?
Akufo-Addo is a joker. The incredible president is a
comedian. And comedians are very intelligent people.
Very intelligent.
You need to be very intelligent before you can make a craft.
Yeah. To make comedy.
Yes.
Because say obiti ne baby ne bunfu ye o say o man asre. Enya the ketwa. So a comedian and a joker are not the same.
Yes, it's true.
Every baby say sabi obia or my dimie the one they can also be
so obia ampo obaka se obia ampo obadimia obia pena groje. Obadimia obia ampena wo obia pena groje. Oh, the ancestral sacrifice Bob Little. What can say book na. Obia bonte na o matwa no ho hia. Ken. Baby say why bani no obia ken ho. What afia. Na Asema yeken, who say me can be say a spillage, you know, a political tool by the MPP. Let me tell you what they will do again. One say World Bank the $40 million
for that
spillage. We are aware. Let me tell you what they will do. They will use that money to empower DS in Volta region.
To empower
DS, their own MPP for me. Say, you listed 100 farmers. Omu no mo MPP for. This scanner eba se COVID-19 sikana ukono do
I'm a chairman. That's right.
Asema make wo de mo marking to ho me say scanner na $40 million na nkwan so ba MPP be use dia when you vote in the Volta region. Farmers no omunkukwa ewu omunfu asay omaduma asay no, many of them will not get a penny of the money
if you have been tagged as
an NDC. But rather no, obi bia no mo research betro mo say, oh, we do yin kofu, oh, we do away ho, oh, businessman, the poultry farm, oh, 100,000 Ghana money man. And to say the COVID-19 sika no year 2020 no, they are going to use the $40 million as a campaign tool in the Volta region. What they are so make and say Kermusu station with so. Sincere, mami mahabio, you be hearing complain. O better se Volta for better share complaining. You who sikano, you bombe wa be ye account of public interest so much sikana wie.
Once a bigger so many.
Yes, yet promo ha. COVID-19 buy no. Abayema contract or airport no. Yadema Frontiers Healthcare. Nipa the money in Nigeria ni amna uko UK a. Ya banning of permanent loan timi ko UK. Ontimi ko UK.
But ya term contract.
Health Minister call committee. Also nim kwana e fa so. Ema contract no.
Kwajo ponko
also so nim. Eti hwan na nim. Enti the American say sa $40 million no a World Bank dey aba no. A campaign fund for Volta region for election 2024. And to be bia no be target to say we NDC no sikaro pa oni abetele nye pe, you won't get a penny. COVID-19 yet to come ha. Emma parliamentary candidate ka say omo che sikana according to level. Regional chairman nyane de, constituency chairman nyane de. Emma ono no onya oye PC no, onya 100,000 Ghana cedi. Converting $40 million to 100 to Ghana currency. Now hear the amount of money. Now so what this way across the 4 affected regions, which is Bono East, Oti, Volta, and Eastern region. No more target here. Vote on bet in this way, it will shock you. Me kawa hase. Sa World Bank this way a ban. Or my budget as a voting money for Volta region.
Wow.
Straight away. What the obon say Ochina chi. A man for Beshasia complaining. Yenhu sikano. But on the chest canama, pretty planning for the budget. That is the irony. And actually, we have a joke as a president.
Bernard Odotachi, BOT the corner in Ghana. Also, property, but just as I said, Chopoli, Asuchana, said, we don't win. I feel that you can do Ramata any war. Yeah, boy, say, I will do any fire service and I give your name. Only I got a 0244 684 069 and a 0266 101406. Na yani ostek for M23 komo Halidu Sabo se enebra na beji eye susuma kwachane susuma humbambo na yendro no yensam na de ye pa ye fa dware ba ye de sera e pama huhumbone e ma bibia se kama so upe eye huhumbambo ni mu nchiremu a fre Halidu Sabo na je eye nchiremu a chemide 0243 409 862